A lot of people are being quite negative on the new Godzilla movie, but its premise, when you think about it, is truly terrifying. In this rendition of Godzilla, he is not just a result of a nuclear bomb, but a collaboration of nuclear waste being dumped over time and many organisms feeding off it, mutating together to form a creature that continued to feed off the waste. He is an evolution chain that wasn't supposed to happen. The fact that this creature should not exist, he is the spawn of everything wrong with humanity. Seeing him as an abomination to the world makes it horrifying. But the scariest part about it is that this is our fault. In this movie, we are the sole reason of why he exists. And this movie does such a great job of a realistic way of how the government would treat this subject, hiding it away until it's too late. This is his second form. The first form was the tadpole I had shown you before. In his previous form, the government didn't see him as an issue, but when he turned to this, it's too late to stop him. And in this form, he just drags himself along the ground like a creature being birthed too soon. The way he moves and struggles is very unsettling. His look seems very unnatural and also a mix of creatures that just weren't supposed to be together. As he's destroying the city, he stops moving, and for a brief moment, you think he's dead. But no, it's his body adapting once more. He stands a little more off the ground, growing arms and being from a pale color to a bright red. But this is too fast to change, and he's basically a walking nuclear reactor, so he hurries to the water to cool himself down. I think I like this so much because of how real Godzilla feels. It makes sense when you see animals in the dark depths that really have some of these features. Here's a little animal lesson for you. What? They don't like learning? Well, this has to do with what I'm talking about. This is the frilled shark. It's a creature whose eyes are reflective due to it living in the dark water. Just like Godzilla, with his first forms, his eyes were adapted to see down below. And just like this creature, it slithers around the same way Godzilla did. Even when it comes to color and appearance, it's representing the designs of a new, still evolving creature. Just the fact that you can compare this Godzilla in real life to animals makes it feel like a possibility. So like I said, people are not liking this too much because it's too different. But if you see it from my perspective, it gives Godzilla a more realistic, scary way of looking at him. But everyone is free to hate something all they want. But after so many years of making these movies, don't you think it deserves a fresh change of pace after a while? The way I'm seeing this movie is as a what would happen if Godzilla really existed, and how would we prepare? And that's when the truth comes in that we wouldn't. What these movies always represented is that the world will never be ready for a Godzilla. He's the embodiment of an unstoppable force, perverted nature. He's an example of meeting our end by our own hands, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. So what I'm saying is to give this movie a chance, because this is another movie showing how the world will shake with a Godzilla unleashed. Be very, very afraid.